little bit about the challenge between football, which, obviously becomes very natural to you. You were outstanding and a decorated player, to basketball that maybe does not come so easy. How do you do that?
Yeah, well, for me, I've always been kind of a team-first guy, not focusing so much on individual success. So kind of try to just fit into my role, whether it's the basketball team, which is more of a rebounder kind of role player type guy, to football where, it just happens to be my role where I have to kind of lead the team, and hopefully I'll fit into my role this year for baseball as well.
You've had an amazing ability to perform under pressure.
So here we go. This is most likely going to be the play of the game if Winchester can effectively execute a touchdown here. If not, it's going to be a long road to hoe. 8 seconds left. You must get into the end zone. Look for the little in and outs. No, it's just out. It's just out for Kraft. Bing! Bing! Boom! Kraft punctuates the first half with a huge reception, and Tommy put it on the mark. Sensational, inspirational. Wow. Wow.
Why is that?
Well, for me, the big games are always the most interesting. They often draw the biggest crowds, and, you like to perform in front of big crowds, and you kind of just want people's respect. You want sort of the people on your team to know that when times get tough, you have someone to rely on. I like being that person.
I define, kind of stepping up as the ability to know how much I can do more than I usually do. But of course, you can't, if you do too much, it doesn't matter, right? Because you don't want to fail. You had an amazing ability to really find that lane. How do you do that?
I think it just comes from kind of experience in. Well, for football example, I was the middle linebacker my junior year, so I had kind of that experience of, and kind of the benefit of making mistakes when you know when to do too much. So when it gets to your senior year, like it was this year, I knew kind of where that limit was and how hard to push yourself. And it's just, and then just with the examples of kind of leaders before me, for example, on the football team was William Fitzpatrick a couple years ago, who kind of showed me, and then baseball team, even just last year, his name's Tony Ferrantino, who's quarterback for the football team last year. It's just been good leaders to show kind of when to do too much and like kind of what that line is.
This is a community that's very tight-knit. Tell me what the Winchester community means to you.
The Winchester community has meant a lot to me. I remember back in middle school, I had never wanted to go to private school. I kind of wanted to help build Winchester up and make it into the program that I think it's going to be and is now. So it's been great to be a part of that.
Well, certainly there has been near historic success. Does inside the building match the kind of enthusiasm and support of outside?
Definitely. The student population since my freshman year has definitely changed a whole lot. The culture had kind of been losing almost, and then kind of we've switched it around from off-season practices and kind of just working as a team. So everyone inside is happy to see us all doing so great.
I really think you're a good role model for younger players in this area who want to be leaders and, want to kind of take responsibility on the athletic field. You talked about failing, right? You said that, when you were middle linebacker that you failed. Tell us a little bit more. I mean, what do you mean by failing?
Failing is just, for me, kind of recognizing when you have what you were talking about, do too much, or you, for example, missed an assignment, even on the baseball field, you maybe made an error or something. But the failure is more just not moving past it and letting it dwell. You got to kind of recognize that it's a one-time mistake, and you just got to get up and go back at it again.
That's right. Well, it was good to talk to you, Tommy, and we look forward to one more season with Tommy Touchdown. Bing, bang, boom. If you believe, you have a chance. If you don't, you have none. 50, tilting in front. 2-3 zone. It's a 2-3 zone. There's your trap. From way downtown.